Here's something that drives me crazy about visa-free travel videos. They all say the same thing: you can visit Thailand visa-free, you can visit Japan visa-free. Amazing, right? What they don't tell you is that visa-free doesn't mean complication-free. Today we're breaking down 7 Asian countries where your passport actually works in your favor, but more importantly, we're covering all the details that listicle videos conveniently skip. Because knowing you can enter visa-free is useless if you don't know how to do it correctly. Let's start with the country everyone gets wrong. Number 1. Thailand. Thailand loves changing visa rules. It's practically a national hobby at this point. As of July 2024, Thailand extended visa-free stays from 30 days to 60 days for citizens of 93 countries. Sounds amazing, right? Double the time, no extra paperwork. Except here's what happened. The Thai government is now reconsidering that decision. As of March 2025, there's serious talk about reducing it back to 30 days because, and I'm not making this up, most tourists only stay 2 to 3 weeks anyway, and illegal workers were exploiting the 60-day window. So what's the actual situation right now? Currently, as of late 2025, 93 countries still get 60 days visa-free. This includes the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, most of Europe, Japan, South Korea, China, India, and a long list of others. The catch: starting May 1st, 2025, you must complete Thailand's digital arrival card, TDAS, online at least 3 days before you arrive. No TDAC, no entry. Doesn't matter that you don't need a visa. Airlines are checking for this. Immigration is checking for this. It's mandatory. Extension option. You can extend your 60-day stay for an additional 30 days at any Thai immigration office for 1,900 baht, about $55 US. That gives you 90 days total. Border run reality. Technically, there's no limit on how many times you can enter Thailand visa-free. But if you're doing constant border runs, leaving for a day and coming back, immigration will eventually pull you aside and ask uncomfortable questions about why you're living in Thailand on tourist entries. What nobody tells you: if you're planning to stay longer than 60 days, just get a proper tourist visa before you go. It grants 60 days on arrival with the option to extend for 30 more, and it looks way less suspicious than showing up at the border for the 4th time in 6 months. Number 2. Japan. Japan is one of the easiest countries in Asia for visa-free travel, if you qualify. US, Canadian, UK, Australian, and most European passport holders, 90 days visa-free. No application needed. Just show up. But here's the part travel videos don't mention. Japan's visa waiver has some very specific disqualifications buried in the fine print. You lose visa-free privileges if you've traveled to or been present in Iran, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, Somalia, Libya, or North Korea since March 2011. You hold dual nationality with any of those countries. You've overstayed a previous visa in Japan, even by 1 day. If any of these apply, you need to apply for a visa at a Japanese embassy before you travel. And yes, airlines will check this at check-in because they're liable for flying you there if you get denied entry. Passport requirements. Your passport needs to be valid for the duration of your stay. Some countries have agreements where you only need 6 months validity but don't count on it. Have at least 6 months left to be safe. What you can't do, visa-free. Work, study, get paid for anything, even digital nomad work technically falls into a gray area. Japan takes this seriously. Extension reality. You can apply for one 90-day extension at immigration, but approval isn't automatic. They'll want a good reason: medical emergency, natural disaster, something beyond your control. I like it here and want to stay longer. Doesn't count. Pro tip: if you're planning multiple trips to Japan within a year, space them out. Showing up every 3 months on visa-free entries will eventually trigger questions about what you're actually doing there. Number 3. South Korea. South Korea currently offers 90 days visa-free for citizens of about 110 countries, including the US, Canada, UK, Australia, and most of Europe. Straightforward, right? It is. But there's a change coming that you need to know about. K-ETA, Korea Electronic Travel Authorization. This was introduced, then suspended, then reintroduced, and as of 2025, it's required again for visa-free travelers from many countries. The K-ETA costs about $10 US, takes 10 minutes to fill out online, and is valid for 2 years. You need to apply at least 24 hours before your flight, though approval is usually instant. Who needs K-ETA? Most visa waiver countries, including the US, Canada, Australia, and UK. Who doesn't? Nationals of certain countries with bilateral agreements and children under 5. Check the official K-ETA website before you book flights. Rules change. What you can do? Tourism, business meetings, attend conferences. Short-term professional activities are generally fine as long as you're not being paid by a Korean company. What you can't do? Work for a Korean employer, teach English, run a business. If you want to do any of that, you need a proper work visa before you arrive. Extension option. Unlike Thailand, South Korea is pretty strict about visa-free extensions. You can apply, but approval is rare unless there's a genuine emergency. Plan your 90 days carefully. Number 4. Singapore. Singapore offers visa-free entry for citizens of about 80 countries for stays up to 90 days, or 30 days for some nationalities. Check before you go. US, Canadian, UK, Australian, and most European passport holders get 90 days. Why Singapore is different? Immigration here is no joke. They're polite, efficient, and absolutely unforgiving if you break rules. What they check? Proof of onward travel, your return ticket or ticket to another country. Sufficient funds. Credit cards usually work, but be prepared to show bank statements if asked. No criminal record. They have access to international databases. Your travel history. Frequent visits might trigger questions. What gets you denied entry? Previous overstays anywhere, not just Singapore. Criminal records, especially drug-related. Appearing to be looking for work, they're very good at spotting this. Vague travel plans. I'm just traveling around Asia doesn't cut it. Work restrictions. Singapore is one of the strictest countries about working on tourist entries. Even checking work emails could technically be considered work. Don't attend job interviews. Don't do freelance work from your hotel. If you want to work in Singapore, get a proper work visa. Chewing gum reality. Yes, it's restricted. No, you won't go to jail for having a piece of gum. But selling it is illegal, and bringing in large quantities could cause problems. Just skip it. Number 5. Malaysia. Malaysia is one of the most underrated visa-free destinations in Asia. US, Canadian, UK, Australian passport holders. 90 days visa-free, no questions asked. Why Malaysia is great? No weird digital arrival cards, no electronic travel authorizations, no complicated requirements. Just show up with a valid passport and a return ticket. What they want to see. Passport valid for at least 6 months. Proof of onward travel. Return ticket or ticket to next country. Sufficient funds. They rarely check but have a credit card ready. Extension option. You can extend your 90-day stay, but it requires going to an immigration office and having a good reason. Most people just do a quick trip to Singapore or Thailand and come back for another 90 days. What nobody tells you, Malaysia is one of the best countries for base camping in Southeast Asia. Stay 90 days, hop to Thailand or Singapore for a week, come back for another 90 days. Completely legal as long as you're genuinely leaving and re-entering. Number 6. Philippines. The Philippines offers visa-free entry for citizens of about 157 countries for stays up to 30 days. That includes US, Canadian, UK, Australian, and most European passport holders. Why the Philippines is different? That initial 30-day visa-free stamp is just the beginning. You can extend it essentially indefinitely, as long as you keep paying the extension fees and showing up at immigration offices every month or two. Extension process. Initial 30 days. Free. Visa-free entry. First extension, 30 days for about $50 to $70 US. Subsequent extensions, 1 to 2 months at a time. Fees vary. People live in the Philippines for years this way, constantly extending their tourist visas. It's tedious, but it works. Requirements. Passport valid for at least 6 months. Return ticket. They check this strictly at check-in. Proof of accommodation for your first few nights. What they actually check. Airlines are strict about return tickets. You need to show proof of onward travel within 30 days, or they won't let you board. Immigration at arrival usually just stamps you through. Extension reality. Philippine immigration offices are an experience. Bring patience. Exact change in pesos. Photocopies of every page of your passport, and several passport photos. It's bureaucratic, but manageable. Number 7. Indonesia. Indonesia offers visa-free entry for citizens of about 169 countries for stays up to 30 days. This includes US, Canadian, UK, Australian, and most European passport holders. Sounds simple? It's not. The confusion: Indonesia has 3 different entry options. 1. Visa-free, 30 days, non-extendable, free, but you can't extend it. 2. Visa on arrival, 30 days, extendable. Costs about $35 can be extended twice for 30 days each time, 90 days total. 3. E-visa, 60 days. Apply online before you go. Most travelers use visa-free and assume they can extend it later. You can't. If you want the option to extend, you need to pay for visa on arrival when you land, even though visa-free is available. Why this matters? Bali. If you're going to Bali and think you might want to stay longer than 30 days, pay for visa on arrival. You'll thank yourself later when you can extend instead of having to fly to Singapore for a visa run. Extension process. Go to an immigration office with your passport. Extension fee, about $35 to $50 per 30-day extension, and photocopies of everything. It takes a few days, but it's straightforward. What they check at entry: return ticket within 30 days for visa-free, or 60 days for visa on arrival. Proof of accommodation. Sometimes sufficient funds. Credit card works. Bali-specific note: immigration in Bali has cracked down on people overstaying or working illegally. Don't overstay even by 1 day. Fines are steep and you'll get flagged in the system. Visa-free doesn't mean show up and figure it out later. It means you don't need to apply for a visa in advance at an embassy, but you still need a passport valid for 6 months, proof of onward travel, sometimes proof of funds, sometimes digital arrival cards or electronic authorizations, understanding of what you can and can't do on a tourist entry. Every country has different rules. Every country checks different things, and airlines are increasingly strict about enforcing entry requirements before they let you board. The travelers who breeze through immigration aren't lucky. They're prepared. They checked requirements 2 weeks before their flight. They filled out digital forms in advance. They have return tickets and hotel confirmations ready on their phones. That's the difference between visa-free travel being smooth and visa-free travel being a disaster at check-in. Which of these countries are you planning to visit? Drop a comment with where you're headed. And if you found this helpful, share it with someone planning an Asia trip. Safe travels. And remember, visa-free is easy once you actually understand what it means.